There's Rhode Island. I was going to do a piece of reading on a state per night, Rhode Island. Because as Rhode Island, a U.S. state in New England, is known for sandy shores and seaside colonial towns. It's home to several large cities, including Newport, which is famed for sailing and Gilded Age mansions such as the Breakers. Province's capital, its home, Brown University, Green. Let's see, what is it? Green Roger Williams Park, Landscape Water Place Park, and Riverwalk, with the famed water fire art installation. So I'm going to go further into the state of Rhode Island through Wiki. There's some Gothic sort of relations to the skyscrapers. Let's see. So I read up to, the northeastern New England region of the northeastern United States. Smallest in area, 8th least populous, the second most densely populated of the 50 U.S. states. Its official name is also the longest of any state in the Union. Rhode Island is bordered by Connecticut to the west, Massachusetts to the north and east, and the Atlantic Ocean to the south via Rhode Island Sound and Block Island Sound. It's also shared a small maritime border with New York. The state capital, the most populous city in Rhode Island, is Providence. You have the flag with several stars, a maritime anchor, and the word hope. The seal is somewhat similar, but the ornaments are a little different. I'm not sure exactly what those represent, so I'm going to go into the seal link and check it out. Seal is state of Rhode Island and Providence plantations features a blue shield with golden maritime anchor. A central image below the phrase hope. The anchor has been used as a symbol of Rhode Island since the colony's founding in 1636, well before the region claimed statehood. Okay, so these adornments have to have some sort of meaning. So there's a history, basically, of Rhode Island, seeking religious freedom from persecution in Massachusetts and Europe. Seals, words, and emblems are likely inspired by the biblical phrase, hope we have is an anchor of the soul, found in Hebrews verses 6, what is this chapter? Hebrew chapter 6, verses 18 through 19. After Roger Williams received an official charter in England in 1644, the word hope was placed over the seal's anchor and still remains. So that's kind of neat. mid-1600s, early mid-1600s. Seal has been adopted by successive Rhode Island government authorities since 1644. Current 2009 general laws enactment insert. Okay, this is section 42.4.2, state seal. There shall continue to be one seal for the public use of the state. The form of an anchor shall be engraved thereon. The motto thereof shall be the word hope, and then the circle around the outside shall be engraved with the word seal of the state of Rhode Island and Providence Plantation, 1636. So that was prior to the legal enactments and a little communication. Let's see. Historical seals. Okay, so you have the Rhode Island drawing, which is used in the colonial records. The Rhode Island seal variation used in 1853, which seemed a little dark for press. Cleaned up a bit in Rhode Island Historical Society seal using a variation of the Rhode Island seal. So those are state seals, historical. Government seals, these are probably a lot clearer based on ability to create graphics in much more detail. And then also for print. This one's kind of neat. Colonial, pre-colonial attire. So, that's kind of neat. Pre-colonial war attire. Like, we didn't war, we just had annoyances, not references. Okay, so there's Chapin. Notes published an illustration of the seals, armed and flags of Rhode Island Rhode Island Historical Society, Province, 1930. Benjamin F. Shearer, State Name Seals and Flag Symbols Historical Guide, Greenwood Publishing Group, 2002. Okay, so anyway, those are some about the seal. Very religious. And then I'm going to go further into nicknames. The Ocean State, Little Rhode. The motto is hope. Yeah, I know. So anyway, de jure, it's French, I think, or de facto English. See official languages. It says de jure and de facto English. What does de jure mean? De jure. In law of the government, de jure, or de jure, lit in law, land pronunciation, de jure, describes practices that are legally recognized, whether or not the practices exist in reality. In contrast, de facto describe situations that exist in reality, even if not legally recognized. The terms are often used to contrast different scenarios. For a colloquial example, I know that de jure this is supposed to be a parking lot, but now that the flood has left our feet of water here, it's a de facto swimming pool. That's funny. Okay, so that's kind of funny. The capital is province. The demonym is Rhode Islander. So demonym is basically demographic and that they are all Rhode Islanders. So that's plural. And then you go largest metro, province metro area. Province Rhode Island, area ranked 50th for a total of 1,214 square feet with 37 miles, length 48 miles. Kind of small, ranked 43. They could probably ride that. Completely across. What if they went to Rhode Island? She's like, I'm in Pennsylvania. No, Massachusetts. Density, 1,006 square miles. Median household's income is $55,701. Elevation, the highest point is Jeremoth Hill. Mean 200 feet. Lowest point is the Atlantic Ocean at sea level. Before statehood, Colony of Rhode Island and Province Plantations was the name of the place. Admission to Union, May 29th, 1790. The 13th state to join. Governor, currently, I don't need to know that, or lieutenant, or legislation. Upper House, let's see, U.S. Senators, House Delegates, abbreviations, website, total area. Okay, so you have the flag, the seal. The bird is a Rhode Island red chicken. Is Gallus domesticus. Fish is a striped bass. Flower is the violet. Insect is the American burying beetle. Burying beetle? Burying. Burying beetle. I meant burying. Anyway, the mammal is the Morgan horse. I gotta see this. The Morgan horse is one of the earliest horse breeds developed in the United States. Tracing back to the foundation sire figure, later named Justin Morgan, after his best-known owner Morgan served many roles in 19th century American history, being used as a coach horse for harness racing, as general riding animals, and as cavalry horses during the American Civil War on both sides of the conflict. Morgans have influenced other major American breeds, including the American Quarter Horse, Tennessee Walking Horse, and Standardbred. During the 19th century and 20th centuries, they were exported to other countries, including England, where Morgan Stallion influenced the breeding of the Hackney horse. So this is kind of neat. Hackney. I want to see an image, Morgan horse. Anyway, I guess not. Okay, so the reptile is the painted turtle, the tree is the red maple. They share that, I thought, with Canada. North American. Texas, Minnesota, a few others. Beverage is coffee milk. Mineral is bowenite. Motto is hope, of course. Cumberlandite is rock. Ship is courageous. USS Province. Slogan, unwind, or unwind. Song, Rhode Island, it's for me. Tartan, Rhode Island State tartan. And then the fruits, greening, Rhode Island greening. I'm not sure what that is. And let's check out the song. So the official state's song for Rhode Island is Rhode Island, it's for me. And there are only references for that one. So anyway, the lyrics are by Charlie Hall. The music was written by Maria Day Hall. Maria Day. Hall, a comedian, was known for poking fun at Rhode Island in the songs composed for the comedy tropes of Charlie Hall's Ocean State Follies. Asked at some point after 1992, if he could write something good about the state, Hall penned, Rhode Island's It For Me. It was adopted as a state song in 1996, replacing Rhode Island by T. Clark Brown, which became the official state march. Kind of neat. So they switched the official state march to the official state song to the official state march, and then named a new state song, Rhode Island, It's For Me. That was kind of neat. Okay, so you have the state route marker, which is Rhode Island 5, state quarter. Yeah, I've seen that one. That's Vessel 2001. Listed the United States symbol when those quarters began being minted. And on May 4th, 1776, the colony of Rhode Island became the first of the 13 colonies to renounce its allegiance to the British Crown. It is the fourth among the newest independent states to ratify the Articles of Confederation. February 9th, 1778. The state boycotted, wait a sec. The 1787 Convention, which drove the United States Constitution. and initially refused to ratify it. It was the last of the original states to do so, and on May 29th, 1790, Rhode Island's official nickname is the Ocean State, in reference to large bays and inlets that amount for about 14% of its total area. Origin of the name. Despite its name, most of Rhode Island is located in the mainland of the United States. Its official name is State of Rhode Island and Province Plantations, which is derived from the merger of 4 colonial settlements. Settlements in Newport, Portsmouth, were situated on what is commonly called Aquidneck Island today, but it is called Rhode Island in colonial times. So anyway, this is pretty much, let's see, reiteration. I don't know if it's iterate though. A reddish appearance travels in an island reddish appearance, which was in Elandi, 17th century Dutch, and one popular notion is that this Dutch phrase might have influenced the name Rhode Island. Where's reddish appearance? I'll get it. There's either red autumn foliage or red clay, portions of the shore. So clay, let's see. Let me get Google voice text right. Give me a freaking sec. Darn. Okay, so that's pretty much it for Rhode Island. It's for me.